It is just after 5 o'clock on a Monday, and I'm starting a new weekly vlog, which I hope will be a productive week in the life working on my goals. I spent the day editing a video that I hoped would go up today, but given the style of editing that I'm doing, it didn't happen. I still have a full extra day of editing to do on it. It looks like this is going to be like a 12-hour beauty edit situation. I wouldn't usually put that much into a single video, but I think this one could do quite well. And I'm really afraid to admit that because inevitably when I think that it doesn't, I think I'll be disappointed if it doesn't work out because I put in more time than I planned to. I will have to have delayed the upload of the video to later in the week. And it means then I'll be behind on next week's video. So that is why we're kind of thinking vlog this week. Then I won't really have to film a video, but I'll be filming all week. How I balance everything when I'm working on all of these different goals. The number one way that I do that is by making sure I look after myself at the start of the week. So Monday mornings, I have a counselling session. Then I typically spend Mondays on content work, which is the work I really enjoy. And it sets me up for the week well. I think when I've been able to take a day like this, then I have my yoga and I do hot yoga on a Monday evening, which just gets me back into my body, I feel. Then I spend Monday evenings doing my kind of self-care setup for the week, which is meal prepping, doing any kind of bigger cleaning tasks that I need to do. Then that means that the next couple of days can just kind of run smoothly. outfit of the day, a little Nike legging, Zara menswear jumper, and just some cozy socks. I have determined that after all these years, Zara does make clothes for me. It's just in the menswear, because their women's clothes just does not work for me. I am getting myself organized for the day, so just sitting down at my desk. Tuesday is more like Monday for me, in the sense that this is when I start like my main work for the week on the business that I run. I like to kind of get organized for the week on a Tuesday. Monday is like I get to hang out by myself, do my content creation work and do my self-care stuff, get ready for the week in terms of like more like a Sunday reset happens on a Monday. My morning routine really kind of gets me up and out of bed and enjoying life. It involves a breakfast that I really enjoy at the moment, which is like a baked oat dish with peanut butter and banana in it, and my morning cup of cacao, which I've talked about a few times on this channel, but that really sets me up nicely and it is something that really gets me out of bed in the morning. And then I do my journaling, which is part of the artist way, 3 A4 pages. Today I did a little bit more just because I was also writing up notes from a yoga class that I went to last night, because I'm trying to track like all of the flows that I'm doing so that I have kind of a good bank of what kind of sequences go well together and what kind of warm-ups go with different things, and kind of, yeah, learning from the classes I'm doing and not just kind of going through the motions. And I want to just do a quick brain dump of to do before going and updating them on my Notion. Then I did some morning mobility, and I've been working on trying to do my home practice a little bit more. It's really tempting to just go to loads of classes at the moment, because with my yoga teacher training I have free classes, but you kind of need to be doing the work yourself as well. My balance has not been great, especially on my right side. I have a lot of instability and it was kind of frustrating. But that is why yoga is so great, because you get to literally work through these frustrations and try and let go the idea of perfectionism, but just focusing on working. But generally I'd say I'm working on like hip mobility and upper back, like, and lower back, I suppose, kind of mobility and shoulder mobility, just trying to get my posture a bit better. I'm feeling pretty good in my body at the moment, but I've had a little bit of tension recently, especially in my hips. I really kind of hold on when I'm feeling tense there. Now, because it's Tuesday, I have an admin meeting with my admin team for the drama school at 11:30. I'm going to spend the next hour just getting myself set up for the week. I want to reflect on my goals and just fill in like anything from last week. I typically tend to get behind in the early stages of the goals, working towards them, because I will have front loaded some activities. Just seeing where I'm at with those, and then adding some specific work for this week, updating my plan for my goals for this week and what I actually want to do to work towards those effectively, especially the goal I have for writing up all of my admin work for the business. That's the goal that I know I've done the least for, because I haven't been really specific about what I want to do for that. Depending on how I'm feeling, I might have lunch here and then I'm going to head to my family home, take my dog out for a walk, and then I'm going to get into my main work for the business for the afternoon, probably from around 2 till 6. Typically what I do on a Tuesday, I do a little bit of admin in the morning and then main focused work happens in the afternoon. In May, when we have exams, they have like study week, so there's no one in class, so we can take a week. But in December, that's not possible, so we chose to do the weekend. We chose to double up. On the one hand, it's bad because we have this difference, but on the other hand, it's good, because if we had just had that one crap examiner, I would have been going, what are we doing wrong? I would have been like, oh my god, we weren't prepared, we didn't have anything right. Like, I really would have thought that, because last year we had our first kind of firm but fair examiners, so it was definitely disappointing for some students who'd been getting distinctions, so like they then were let down. Whereas the 2 years before, I was kind of going, oh, this is great, but like we've like 90% distinctions, and it's like, is that sustainable? On Friday night, I went to my friend's house for she was having this like Valentine's Day party, and Jack was sick, so I went by myself. Sorry, I'm just eating lunch. But she did a tarot card reading with me, and it was like the 10 cards, and I asked the question around like what I need to do to prepare myself for the remainder of the audition. And there was like a lot coming up around like the situation, and like the main situation was like I'm feeling a lot of embarrassment and anxiety around it. And basically like, yeah, there was lots of stuff coming up around there, like and that I kind of came to the conclusion through obviously what we did last week plus this, that I need to just be bold and brave and have the strength to reach out to people who can give me feedback. What are you doing? What are you doing? You all nice and cozy? And when your 4 minutes is up, put mine on. Good morning. We'll see if this is any use in improving the sound. It is the next day. It's Wednesday. I am wearing the same outfit, yeah. That is like, it's a hyperfixation thing, you know, where when you have like a new outfit, you just want to wear it again until you have to put it in the wash. And I'm with different people today, so nobody's going to know except for you guys. And I'll probably wear it again at the weekend, but I will need to put it in the laundry before then. I'm just getting ready to leave the house. I have a yoga class at 10 o'clock with my favourite teacher, probably. I love her classes. They're really spiritual as well. And I feel like I got into a lot of stuff through these classes. I wanted to check in quickly after yesterday and say that things went so much better in working on my business work yesterday, and that kind of work has been really difficult lately, and it's been really frustrating. And like yesterday I finally started working on the handbook like properly, and I feel like what I got done I was really happy with. Sorry, that just shook the whole thing. So yeah, I'm like really glad that I have this 12-week plan now, because I think that is what's helping me get through it, because I'm just setting out a little bit of work to do each week and giving myself a guideline, whereas beforehand I feel like I was looking at all of these things that I needed to do, and it was, you know, which do I do first, and just, yeah, falling into the trap of having so much to do that the only simple answer is to do none of it, because you can't pick one thing over another, whereas just outlining what I need to do this week, taking it step by step and just getting started. Like, you know, it's the worst thing looking at a blank page, but now that I've gotten through one pretty big, like one sizable part of the kind of events that we do this kind of throughout the year, I'm determined to try and go through some of the other events this week and get a sense of filling those in. So yeah, feeling really good about that. Today, as I said, I have a yoga class, and then I'm going to the office just beforehand to drop off some stuff. And then we have a teachers meeting to talk about the production. So today's work for the business is probably going to be more what's going on right now, like the actual production work, and not about the handbook. So I probably won't get time to work on that today, and that's cool because I have tomorrow. But I also, if I get time, want to finish my homework for my yoga teacher training so that I can print it rather than having to go back to the office another day and print it. Just like a little simple time saver in a way. And then I have this evening off. Usually I would be teaching, but it's actually midterm break. So I didn't really think it was going to impact me much, but I am really looking forward to not having to cycle, like 40 minutes out to Dún Laoghaire, but also just having the evening to relax. And I may do a bit of editing for the video that I need to post on Friday, because I'm feeling like it's not going to get done in time. I also am feeling like if I could get started on editing this vlog for next week, that'd be great, because I'm going to be at a wedding next Friday. So that takes out the possibility of having the 2 full days of content work next week. And I also would love to just read a bit this week or tonight, because I haven't done any, much reading. I'm determined to get one of my books finished. I'll catch up with you later on that, but I have to go, otherwise I'm going to be late. I'm out of yoga and I just feel like a better version of myself. Not to be cheesy, you probably can't hear me with all the cars, but yeah, I'm excited. I've got yoga teacher training this weekend, and I'm just excited to be able to provide the same experience to other people that I get from this practice. It's just next level. Just more or less finished up here. I was planning on doing my yoga teacher training homework and just getting it printed, but I just want to go home. And also I realized I have a different notebook with me that doesn't have the specific homework, and I don't want to forget anything and mess it up. So I'm just going to go home. I'm going to get it done this evening, and then I can see about printing it over the next couple of days. It's not really a big deal. If I have to come back to the office, that is all good. Yeah, even on Saturday morning I could, but I'm not promising that to myself, because I know what I'm like. There's a high chance I would not do that. The meeting was really good. It was good to just kind of get on top of what specific props and costumes we need for all the different scenes, and just kind of lay out a couple things. So we have our groupings laid out for which shows are going to be on with which groups. We have our set laid out of what is required, and we also went through all the transitions and the lighting and the sound effects that we want for each scene. And talked about where we can source props, what kind of props we might already have. So finding a couple of little things around the office and seeing what kind of things some of the kids might have already, and just kind of filling in the blanks a little bit. So it went well. It took a couple hours. I'm tired after it. I may have an extra cup of cacao this afternoon because I've got the whole evening to myself, so I might as well. And I do kind of just want to go home and work on editing my video. I mentioned earlier, I think I've got a good bit of time this evening now to just kind of relax. And it's 3 o'clock now. I'm not going to get any more work done in terms of the business work. I've done enough. We had a 4-hour meeting. I'm going to spend a little bit of time editing my video. I'm probably going to try and get the 3rd section of it done. And then we will ideally get my homework done tonight, and then relax, do some reading, maybe read a play, because that's one of my goals at the moment. We're back on the floor, jump scare. I'm just setting up my standing desk shelf that I have, which is from a company called Harmony with an I instead of a Y. This is so convenient because you can just kind of make like a standing or a sitting desk wherever you need. Sometimes just like sit and work on the floor. It's a new development, but it's, yeah, just really handy. So we just keep this under the TV and then it's good to go. So I can pop all my bits up here, and then I typically sit on a bolster. It's like a yoga bolster. Can you see? And that just means I can like sit in multiple ways. You can, you know, sit directly on top or side along or in kind of a cross-legged position or in a kneeling position. My cheeks are so rosy after my cycle home. So this is what it looks like from this POV. And since I'm going to be doing a little bit of work on my yoga homework and working on editing the video, I felt like I may put something on the TV while I do that. But I wanted to be on the floor rather than sitting at the couch or sitting at the desk. Within the system, as well as a way to track your goals, and they really focus on the idea of your weekly scorecard of how well you did with regards.
How's your husband?
Okay, good evening. Apologies for the spooky vibes. I am candlelit. Also, I'm so red because I've been sitting in front of this fireplace for ages. Today was a really nice day. Literally, figuratively, emotionally, all of it. It was sunny today. I actually can't do this. It was sunny today for the first time in 10 days here in Ireland, or Dublin maybe just. Yeah, apparently we are the 6th worst city in Europe for sunlight. So no wonder it's been a bit of a time. And apparently people have just been feeling really tired this week. That's like the vibes around. I've been having such a good week, and it's Wednesday, and like, please let this continue. This is not great lighting. I do apologize. We won't stay here for too long. I'm really proud of the editing work that I got done this afternoon. I can't remember what time I got home, but I feel like I was in the office at 3, like leaving at 3, and I finished up the editing work at about 6 or a little bit after 6 when I did like my review of all the work and got my dinner ready. So I'd say I got like 3 hours of it done, a little bit under, maybe 2.5, and I got one of the sections. Like, there's 4 sections to this video. It's basically 4 videos in one. What am I thinking? I don't know. I just really hope that it turns out well and is well received by the algorithm police, because I think it's got a lot of really good information. I put a lot of time into the editing. I still have to do one full section and fix up another one, so I'm hoping if I get a bit of time on that tomorrow, that's what I'll do. It would just be really nice to feel like Friday is just the finishing touches, like doing a final review of it and just focusing on the packaging, like the actual upload experience of the video on Friday. Anyways, I had my dinner, watched my episode of TV. It's just after 7, so I'm going to spend a little bit of time on my yoga homework because I just want to get that finished. I don't think that'll take longer than half an hour, to be honest. 8 o'clock, then it means I am settling down to read for an hour and a half, and then when Jack gets home we might watch an episode of something together as well. So double TV time for me tonight, lucky me. Also, is this vlog going to actually be 5 hours long? I finally understand that if you want to be productive, there are 4 things that you need. Structure. Why is it that the end process of things is always so difficult? I can't remember if I've talked to you today, but I am in my family home again, hanging out with my dog, planning on going driving to work on my driving goal and getting my mom to take me out. It is so terrible outside, so stormy. So following our first bit of sunshine yesterday, it's now Storm City population us. I woke up super early this morning and I had a bad night's sleep. I think possibly it was because of the extra cacao, but I also just had some really uncomfortable hip pain. This morning I did some foam rolling with my mobility work. It's feeling a little bit better, but yeah, it's not so fun. It's only on one side, happens a fair bit, but it really disrupts my sleep when it does happen. And I'm thinking I probably need to start going to a physio for just like my general postural issues. I figured I would be able to fit in 2 work days today because I woke up early and all of this good stuff. I would finish editing the video for tomorrow and then just leave like finishing touches, but actually I think I'm probably just gonna finish it. I have on the second section of this video literally got 90 seconds to edit, like to add a couple of extra bits too. Now that I'm at that point, like I've edited the other 28.5 minutes, I'm just like, I can't possibly do that one tiny bit. But we are going to power through because it's 10 to 1 and I started this at 10 a.m, which means it's just under 3 hours. It's 8 minutes to 1. I'm gonna get this done in the next 8 minutes. I'm gonna upload this little bastard. I actually think I made the thumbnail already. I just need to change the photo of me that's on it because it's a photo that I had for my last video. I'm pretty happy with it. I'm really nervous that the packaging of this video won't come across people. Posting it on a Friday. I also have a feeling since my channel has adapted a little bit recently, I'm being followed by more people that are a bit more flexible with their work week. You tell me, I don't know, am I right? Is that you? No? Okay. I don't know if I'm going to actually do business work this afternoon. Now that this video is going to be like basically fully sorted, I might even do like all of the upload bits today. Like I kind of want to put a good bit of detail into the description because I've referenced so much stuff in this video that I probably want to put together like a recommended reading section and a recommended watching section, which could take a little bit of extra time. That would mean I could actually just do business work tomorrow, which is atypical. Friday is not a good vibe for the business work, but it might just actually make more sense because I can relax a bit knowing that the video for tomorrow is sorted and just do the work that I need to do then tomorrow. What do you think? Okay, now we literally have 6 minutes if I want to get this finished by 1. I'm going to play The Sims at 1. That's going to be my lunch break today. Look at me taking a lunch break. I'm so proud of myself. Okay, we're gonna play The Sims together. I literally always choose the knowledge trait. I hate to say it, and it's a Renaissance sim always. What else do we want? Pick a cause of death? Oh no, this is new. I don't want any of these to occur. If I can ensure that they don't get too hungry, then maybe they won't die of that. Okay, I'm gonna go by urban myth because that at least sounds fun. Wait, no, now they're dead. Oh, I don't want that. Okay, we're gonna have to start again.
This is your aircon. Okay, so that's for the windscreens.
Okay.
That's for the windscreens and your feet. That's for your feet. That's to blow out of these things.
Good morning. It is another early morning for me because I have a personal training session this morning. I usually wouldn't have it this early. It's usually at 9:15, but today they asked if I could move it to 7:30. And to be honest, I feel like I have a good few things to do today. So I actually don't mind changing it. I'm just waiting for my breakfast to cook. I'm not going to have my cacao or do my journaling because I know I won't get it done and it will just frustrate me. So I'm going to do that when I come back. It's not ideal to wait for the journaling because it should just be first thoughts at the start of the day. Oh well, every once in a while I think it's okay to break the routine. I need to go to the grocery store, get some food for the next couple of days because I'll be at my yoga teacher training classes from 8:30 to 5 tomorrow and the next day. I'm going to do some meal prep today so that I have meals for the next couple of days. I'm really looking forward to the teacher training, really looking forward to it. After I do all that, it's like such a horrible day outside. So I was meant to go straight over to my mom's house and maybe go driving this morning, but it's really rainy and windy. I'm going to, I think, wait that out, and because I'm cycling everywhere at the moment and there's no official time on when this needs to be done. I'm gonna do the kind of admin work that I want to do for the business while I'm fresh. And I'm going to finish up just the upload portion of my video for today because I didn't do that yesterday. I just played The Sims for the afternoon, which is cool. I went driving, so also still working on my goals. But the other things I need to do today would be I need to go to the office and print my homework for my teacher training for tomorrow now that it's all finished. I also need to film an audition video because I was asked to audition for an ad campaign. Probably won't get it, but I can't think that way, And I've ordered some dresses for a wedding that we're going to next week to my family home. I need to take a different dress to the dry cleaners. I have options, but I feel like I'd rather not have to buy something new. But I'm still kind of figuring out my style. Weddings are a bit more of a big deal here maybe than in some other countries. I don't know. Irish weddings are a thing. So we're going away next weekend for a couple days for the wedding, down to Cork to a pretty nice hotel, and I'm excited. Anyways, it's time for breakfast. I'll talk to you later. I just wanted to show you a little bit of behind the scenes when I'm doing my thumbnail. I always check it on this website called thumbsup.tv because it shows you what it's going to look like with the title when it's on all these different settings. And like homepage small, I think is like what you get on your phone maybe. And so I try and keep the title short so that it won't have any like dots. I just make the thumbnail, in Canva video just of different kind of poses, and then I try them with different backgrounds and see what's going on. So that is all ready to go now. And then just going through the like recommendations from TubeBuddy over here of all the things to kind of boost your chances. And I was just going back and making sure the monetization settings were all in set. So I have that video now due to go up at 3 p.m.
It was fine, but I would put this nostalgia to it. I don't know, but I love it. And so even though I have been loving the plot,
I'm just getting ready to film the audition clip for the ad campaign. Yes, this is looking a bit more like my natural hair. I'm like so happy with all the housework I just did because there's a sign that I'm getting slowly but surely more well, that I just felt like there was a couple things that needed a slightly deeper clean, and I just did them in the kitchen. Usually I really have to kind of ramp myself up to that kind of work. Like I don't usually just clean stuff. Now maybe I'm avoiding doing some of the work I could be doing for the business, maybe. Oh, it's back. You want me to show them?
Things considered, there are many young people who start down the same path as glass